And the players getting themselves into game mode with the tip-off just moments away. Welcome, everyone. Thanks for tuning in to 2K Sports for this NBA presentation. Kevin Harlan here, and I'm joined by Greg Anthony, Clark Kellogg, and David Aldridge, who's reporting from the sidelines. And a look at the block shot number over the last few seasons for Miles Turner.
The blocks just aren't coming for him nearly as much as they were a few years ago. I think he's lost a little something in terms of that intimidation factor and that ability to change a game with his interior defense, and that's too bad.
So a look at our starters for the Knicks. Achua is out there with Josh Hart. Then it's Karl Anthony Towns. Then it's Jalen Brunson. And it's Bridges in at the 2 spot. And for the Pacers, Halliburton in the backcourt, Nembhard to his side. Siakam is the 4, and he'll be next to Turner at the 5. And it's Mathurin in at the 3 spot. There should be plenty of action down in the painted area tonight, Greg, with the big man matchup in this one.
Yeah, I love to see skilled bigs dueling down low. Kind of a throwback in some ways, but there's still plenty of physicality in the modern game.
It's good from long range.
Rising fires. This is Siakam's attitude off the catch. And with these results, you understand why.
Brunson, no good. Here's Nembhard, defended by Bridges. And the rebound goes to the Knicks. They couldn't put the pieces together, losing that last matchup with Boston.
Well, they made a few key shots, but missed many more. It was a rough night for them offensively.
And you know what? If you're not going to outwork your opposition, then you typically are going to get outplayed.
And Siakam throws it down.
And those are 2 loud points. Siakam flushes it without much effort.
Now it's ended down to David Aldridge, who was able to talk with Rick Carlisle.
Now, I spoke to him about the plan for Karl Anthony Towns now. Coach said, we know Cat has size and power, so we're hoping we can match him there. We don't want to make ourselves soft targets for him. We can expect it to be intense and physical down on the block. Guys?
Thank you, David. Turner with a screen on Hart. Mathurin for 3. It's rebounded by Towns. New York has gone 1 of 2 from long range in the first quarter. Well, Greg, we saw in the 2024 regular season that these Pacers actually led the NBA in assists.
Averaging over 30 assists a game. Now that's ball movement. These Pacers really trust one another and love to share the load offensively.
Boy, he is looking confident. Love how they're using him so far.
And you know what? They're going to keep using him. I mean, he'll be the centerpiece of their offense today. You can bank on that.
And he has become deadly from that in-between area. Brunson as efficient on the midi as anybody.
Pass to Turner. Now Mathurin. Off target with his 3. And a little over 2.5 minutes gone here in the first. Achua with it. Towns sets the pick for Bridges. Driving inside. Turner with the steal. Here we go, 1-on-1. Here's Siakam. And the bucket is good. 3-point play chance here for him.
Boy, once Siakam gets in the lane with that little floater, not much you can do defensively.
Now let's take a moment to get your guys' take on the scoring so far for the Pacers.
They are committed to running the floor in this one, relying on their speed to get a lot of points off the fast break.
And, you know, another thing that's been working for them tonight, scoring off turnovers, points off miscues. They've been converting any mistakes at the other end.
And the free throw, no good. After exploding onto the NBA radar in 2019, Siakam, Clark, has been a sure thing on offense.
Well, you know what you're going to get from Pascal Siakam. I mean, whether it's in the open floor or in the half-court sets, he's a guy you can count on delivering when you give him the ball in those situations. His offense never takes a night off.
One tough customer, Bridges, fighting for the basket in close.
Back to Halliburton. Here's Mathurin. And no good that time. Some solid defense from Hart. Bridges outside. And he's good on the 3-ball. Bridges has got his second bucket tonight.
And from long range, Bridges getting more and more comfortable taking and making his share of threes.
Mathurin passes to Halliburton. Shot clock at 5. Fires from way outside. The long distance 3 is buried.
Halliburton with the answer was anxious to throw it right back at him.
Here's Bridges. That's in, and he's now 3 for 3 and looking sharp.
And the lack of effort to fight over the screen there makes that an easy shot.
Well, I'm going to credit the screen. I mean, that's a good, strong pick he lays there.
Now, here is Halliburton. He's coming off a 19-point game against the Lakers. Pass to Turner. Towns with the defensive effort.
That's not the type of opportunity he fails to convert very often.
Down low. Bridges inside. He's covered by Halliburton. Excellent defense there from Halliburton. Turner against Towns. Turner passes to Mathurin. Back to Turner. Over Towns. That misses off the backboard. For the Pacers, they come in off a loss to the Lakers. Brunson finds Hart. Bridges, no one around him. Drains the 3-pointer. Bridges has got 10 points.
Boy, what a quarter for him. I mean, he's found his rhythm, and he's really riding that wave right now.
Nembhard, the pass to Turner. Halliburton outside.
Halliburton has lots of skills you love to see from a young guard. Boy, I tell you what, he's got a bright future. Love watching this young man play.
First trip to the free throw line for him in this one.
And examining his numbers this season, we can see that he's been an exceptional free throw shooter, right around 85.
Yeah, guys, I mean, he's been a very steady hand for them when it comes to his free throw shooting.
First free throw is good.
Seems like Halliburton is always looking to do a little more, always making the extra effort. That's fairly rare.
Halliburton hits them both.
And at the line, it's all about consistency with him. His routine, his stroke, it never wavers.
McBride bounce pass. And he got that one up in time, but doesn't go in. Mikal Bridges has been the guy making things happen for the New York Knicks. He got into double digits for the quarter with 10 points total. We'll get right back to the action when we return. And if you're just tuning in, it's been a pretty even game through the first quarter. All right, we'll take a look now at how the points have been generated so far. A scoring breakdown for the Knicks.
You know, so far in this one, these guys have been knocking it down from distance. You've got to like their confidence as this game continues. They're on a nice roll.
And I've really liked how they've moved the ball tonight. Because of this selfless approach, they are piling up the assists.
They've got Neesmith. T.J. McConnell is out there with Halliburton. Then there's Toppin, and it's Walker in at the 3. That's the Pacers' 5. Here's Hukporti. Pass to Brunson. They set the screen over Halliburton, and that one's good. Brunson's got the lead up to 3 now for New York. GA, as you know, Jalen Brunson is a second-generation NBA player.
Yeah, his dad, Rick Brunson, was an 11-year vet who also played overseas and eventually settled in as a coach in this league. So Jalen grew up in those NBA locker rooms.
And New York making a change here. Toppin's checked in. Pass to McConnell. Halliburton in the corner. Toppin pulls it in. And so it's Payne with it. He'll bring it up for the Knicks. It's a three-point game. Atlanta will be traveling to face them after this game. That game marks the first half of a quick two-game homestand. Let's take a second look at that fantastic block.
You know, that's about as good a defensive play as you're going to see. Instant reaction to get a hand on the shot. Beautifully done.
Pass to McBride. There's the pick. Here's the three. And the rebound goes to the Pacers. They couldn't put the pieces together, losing the last matchup with the Lakers.
Yeah, I mean, on the road, their defense was just overrun. Couldn't match the intensity of the opponent, and it cost them.
And you know what, guys? It just seemed like they never really had the kind of energy necessary. They just weren't comfortable on the defensive end.
Now here's Brunson. Following the miss by Tyrese Halliburton. New York moving the ball around. Brunson, hard finish inside.
And defensively, if you are not on point, Brunson more than capable of finishing inside.
Here's Halliburton. Sinks the 15-footer. Halliburton's got 7 points.
He's somebody that's really comfortable carrying the offensive load.
Time now to turn to our sideline reporter, David Aldridge. David.
Thank you, Kevin. Jalen Brunson is a very cerebral player. He says he focuses on the little things. The attention to detail has made the game a lot easier. I know what I'm capable of. So as long as I keep working on my craft, keep the same mindset, only good things are going to happen for me. Kevin, back to you.
Good stuff, David. Amazing how far he has come. We appreciate the report. Miles Turner, he's checked in for Indiana. Andrew Nembhard comes in for T.J. McConnell. And eventually, every player, GA, has to grapple with age, realizing they've lost a step or two against the young fellas. And sometimes that is a very slow realization.
Oh, it is, Kevin. Hopefully, by that point, it's less about financial security and more about prolonging the inevitable, simply for the love of the game.
And Rick Carlisle decides to call timeout. And coach has decided they need a moment to talk things over. Already it's February. Let's see how the East is matching up. You look at the Knicks. Right now they've compiled the third best record in the conference. And, of course, the Pacers, 4.5 games behind.
And I think for the Knicks, they had a few critics coming into the season, and now I don't think they have any. This is a club ready to not only make a deep run, but possibly win it all.
They do have the pieces in place for a title run, but the competition in the playoffs will be stiff.
Now, here's Walker. Still yet to score. And he uses the glass on the layup.
And Walker with the size and strength to straight up move you out of his way.
Up top, Achua. Back to Brunson. For the three. It's rebounded by Indiana. At the conclusion of this game, they're off to Washington. They'll face the Wizards. That will be a getaway game for them, a one-game road trip. Halliburton, and a lot of contact on that one, so he'll shoot 2 here. That's on Jalen Brunson. Seems like every time, Greg, we see Tyrese Halliburton, he's wearing a big smile on his face.
Talk about a guy who just loves this game. Halliburton is such an enthusiastic player, and that positive attitude really infects his entire team.
That's good from Halliburton. Tyrese Halliburton is flat-out special, Clark. And you say it all the time. He is an absolute machine on offense.
He really is an orchestrator, a maestro of platinum-level capability. His turnover numbers, outstanding. He's a guy that flirts with the 50, 40, 90 shooting splits and is going to lead the league in assists going forward. That's how good he is.
Now, here's Achua. Nothing on the board. And here's Brunson outside. Good for another field goal. Number 5 in the night. 5 for 10 shooting.
Man, he's having quite the quarter, converting at a really high percentage.
Halliburton looking around, and it's Turner finishing it off.
Turner doing a nice job setting himself up for a shot off that pick and roll.
Bridges outside. Closing in on 4 minutes played here in the second quarter. Brunson goes in. Banked in off the glass. Brunson's got 9 points now in the quarter.
Coming off a big game, his confidence couldn't be higher, and coach knows it.
Showing no signs of slowing or cooling down. They're going to ride him as far as he can take him.
And gotta like what they've been doing down low in the post.
I certainly do. You know, I like to see guys do their work inside. Their rebounding has been excellent, and that's always important in a close game.
And here are the Pacers now. Jalen Brunson missing his last shot. On the wing, Mathurin. Defended by Bridges. Down to 5 on the shot clock. And that one drops. Mathurin's got his first points of the night.
And using that body to his advantage, Mathurin will learn to control his strength as he grows in the league.
Now, here's Hart. 17 points for him last game against Boston. Brunson with another miss. Brunson against Halliburton. Turner looking around. At the top of the key, Nembhard. Mathurin passes to Nembhard. Bridges with some nice defense. The Knicks leading by 3. And Brunson has it in the corner. No good with the triple. And Mathurin has got the ball here for Indiana. Their last meeting was in this building where they were able to come out on top.
And guys, they walked into the arena with a certain kind of swagger. And we really saw it play out on the offensive end.
And, you know, confidence is key there. They seem to play with a ton of it, especially on the offensive end.
You gotta love his hustle, leaving the defense no time to react.
And, you know, you're going to get those buckets, guys, when you're quick to get out on the break. Get that ball up the court as fast as you can.
Not really his best quarter as far as scoring. Let's see if he can eventually get back on track.
He's getting his first free throw attempt of the night right now.
And, you know, something I remember from their last game was how good he was at the line.
Yeah, I agree with you. I mean, he attacked, got to the line a bunch, and cashed in on his chances. You know, his free throw percentage has dropped this year, but not really enough to raise any red flags or become alarmed about it.
First free throw is good. Both good from the line that time. Here's Siakam. And he hits the buzzer beater.
Resourceful move there, ending the period on a high note.
Nothing like knocking down that last possession of a quarter to give you a little feel-good momentum.
Jalen Brunson has been on display for the Knicks. He comes away with 11 points in the quarter and is showing no signs of fatigue. And now we'll send it over to David Aldridge, who is standing by courtside. David.
Thanks, guys. Coach, where do you look to shore things up at the defensive end of the floor?
They're hitting us in some different areas, you know, so we got to give help on the inside. And with the guys we have playing tonight, we got to be real persistent, real together.
Got to find that chemistry very quickly. Thanks for your time. Back to you guys.
All right, Dave, thank you. And time now for the halftime break with the third quarter soon to follow right here on 2K Sports.
Howdy, folks. The moment you've been waiting for is here. Before we recap the first half, let's see what the standings look like in the East.
You look at New York. You know, Halloween was a long time ago, but this team is still the scariest group in the league. They're striking fear into every team that has to go against them, Shaq.
You're starting to scare me, Kenny.
Oh, okay. That wasn't scary.
Let's move on, shall we? To that first half we just watched, guys. A tremendous start for Jalen Brunson.
Yeah, he's high point so far. You see the plays they're running for him? Featured through the half. I expect that to continue.
Yeah, same.
Thank you for being with us. Now let's send it to Kevin Harlan for the second half tip.
And after a fairly even first couple of quarters, the second half could turn out to be a great one as both teams try to gain an edge. You know, Jalen Brunson has been exceptional here, guys. Wow.
And how about the amount he's contributing in the scoring column through 2 quarters? He has been terrific.
And you know what? They've come at him a few different ways defensively, and nothing has slowed him down.
The Knicks leading by 5. On the court for the Knicks, Jalen Brunson out there with Mikal Bridges. Then it's Josh Hart. Then there's Achua. And it's Towns in at the 5 spot. The Pacers shooting pretty good tonight at 48%. Halliburton kicks to Siakam. Here's Nembhard, defended by Bridges. Nembhard's shot is good. Nembhard's got himself going there. His first points of the game on the deep ball. With a short break in the action, gives us a chance now to send it over to David Aldridge.
Thanks, Kevin. Tyrese Halliburton has become the face of the Pacers franchise. He says they've done a great job of allowing me to spread who I am and how I play throughout the organization. The guys and the coaches have adapted to that. Good things are happening. I want us to be the best team in the league. Kevin, he's certainly taking them in the right direction.
David, I'm infatuated with this guy as you are. He does so much at such a young age. Man, the sky's the limit. Siakam misses. The Knicks leading by 7. Bridges passes to Towns. An amazing finish with a hand right in his face.
3 for 3, and that's always a good way to start the second half.
In court, the debate around Karl Anthony Towns. Is he the greatest shooting big of all time?
Well, look, if you just want to go numbers, it's an emphatic yes. No 7-footer has ever shot it like Cat. Around 40% from 3 over his career. That's not just a 1 or 2 season deal. That's a multi-year career. So I say yes.
Let's see some of the numbers here for Karl Anthony Towns.
And guys, for a measure of how he's performing offensively, look no further than the true shooting percentage. There's been a steady drop in his last 5 games, and he's got to be scrambling now to get that feel back.
Third quarter of play with just over a minute and a half gone by. Halliburton finds Mathurin. It's Nembhard on the wing. Turner with a screen on Bridges. Nembhard off target from outside.
Yeah, just a solid job on the backboard. They are really controlling the inside.
Well, they're working the glass, really battling in that area of the game, and that's helped them stake this lead.
Outside, Mathurin bangs home the trifecta. Mathurin's got his second basket of the night.
And for a classic two-guard like Mathurin, you have to knock down threes with consistency.
Bridges deciding where to go with it. 5 to shoot. Let's go. It's hauled in by Tyrese Halliburton.
Yeah, but they're 3 of 4 to start the second half.
It's blocked, and that's out of bounds. Indiana will retain possession. Jarris Walker, he's checked in for Benedict Mathurin. And New York with a change here, too. Miles McBride's checked in for Hart. A little over 2.5 minutes off the clock in this final half of play. And a wide open look for Halliburton. And the 3 ball is good. Halliburton's got 12 points in the game.
Halliburton's future is bright, and that's got so many folks excited because he can really play and fill it up.
McBride with the ball. Ahmad covering. And again, it's the Knicks missing.
Hard to figure out how he doesn't knock that one down. No defender in sight.
Walker in the post, defended by McBride. For 3, Bridges. A shot's good on the assist by Brunson. Brunson's got 3 assists tonight. Pass to Nembhard. Halliburton outside. Tried to come right back with the 3 of his own, but it's no good.
Solid rebound there, and with the score like it is, that's an area where they can't afford to get lazy.
Yeah, another column in the stat sheet that hasn't gone in their favor. To climb back, they've got to put forth more effort.
McBride with the ball. Ahmad covering. Brunson, no good. Walker against Bridges. It'll go, and the Knicks lead is cut down now to just 4 in the basket from Walker. Knicks have gone 4 of 7 to get things started here in the second half. We've got 1:28 left in the third quarter of the game. Here's Brunson. Pacers with the rebound. Greg, in January 2024, Pascal Siakam was traded out of Toronto.
And he came into the league an older player from a mid-major school. The Raptors did a lot to help Siakam, turning him into an all-NBA caliber player.
And the ball's tied up, so we'll have a jump ball. Four on the clock. Indiana needs to get a shot off. Here's Nembhard. That 3 off target. Had some space there after the little pump fake. Brunson kicks to Towns. Pass to Achua. To the paint, puts it up, and McBride gets it to go. McBride's got his first points of the game.
And guys, the D has to show a little more fight on the interior than they did on that trip.
Now, here is Halliburton. Halliburton is double. No one near Turner as he lets it go. Off target from three-point range. McBride passes to Achua. And stolen by Siakam. Halliburton outside. No good on the last second attempt there. And so it's the New York Knicks with a 6-point lead at the end of the quarter. Their shooting has been the big key. Their percentage from the field so far has been terrific. Back to the action in just a minute. Here now a chance to show you our assist of the game, and it's presented as always by State Farm.
And he sliced the D wide open with this feed. They had no chance to prevent that basket.
Yeah, that's just a brilliant read of the defense. I mean, it was also excellent anticipation of the movement of his teammates before the pass. Just great harmony on all sides.
And I know I speak for all of us when I say I can't wait to see what kind of finish awaits us here in the fourth quarter. Walker out there with Neesmith. Then it's Halliburton. And it's T.J. McConnell. And it's Toppin in at the pivot spot, manning the middle. So that's the group out there for Indiana. Now, here's McConnell. Jalen Brunson missing his last shot. Out left of the wing. Toppin passes to Halliburton. Here's McConnell. Shoots over Brunson. A shot by McConnell, no good.
You almost have to assume he's going to knock those down when he is that open.
And there's Brunson. That's good on the assist from Payne. Brunson's got the lead up to 9 now for the Knicks. Halliburton outside. And it's denied. And that's out of bounds. Indiana will retain possession. Andrew Nembhard's checked in for Indiana. Mikal Bridges checked in for New York. We've played just over 1 minute here in the fourth quarter. And there's the whistle. Illegal screen.
Beyond the leaning, you could see his feet more set on that screen. Easy call.
Yeah, I agree. You know, sometimes that can be a tough call for the refs to make, but not that time. It was easy there.
And that's a block right there. He swats that ball away with some energy.
An emphatic rejection that was. Boy, you got to appreciate that kind of forceful, in-your-face defense.
Here's Hukporti. 11 feet away. Bridges misses. Brunson against Halliburton. Pass to Nembhard. Back to Halliburton. Here's Nembhard. 6 on the shot clock. And the whistle blows as the basket counts. And a three-point play chance right here. One free throw coming up. And let's get your take, guys, on the scoring breakdown for New York.
Well, you know, for me, the passing has been fantastic all night. Everybody loves watching this style of basketball where the ball moves and players move. Coaches, fans, and even us broadcasters can appreciate that kind of action.
And also, guys, the confidence to keep taking the three. It's been falling, so they've got to keep going back to it.
You know, Obi Toppin is known as a high flyer for good reason. He's somebody that really goes after any chance he gets to throw it down. He's dunking it whenever he gets close to that rim.
Oh, taking it to the rack with power.
Hammering down the two-hand slam.
Really piling on the lead with a dunk like that.
And Rick Carlisle decides to call timeout. Wants to make sure everybody's coordinated and intent. And while we've got a moment, let's send it over to our terrific reporter, David Aldridge. David?
Well, during the break, I listened in on Rick Carlisle's huddle. Now, they've been happy with the way the team is shooting. He reminded players to keep taking those threes, that they've had some clean looks. And when that three goes in, it's always a welcome sight. Guys?
Thank you, David. We're about 2 minutes into the fourth quarter in this one. Some nice passing here by Indiana. Neesmith finds Nembhard. And here is Neesmith. That falls. Nice feed that time from Halliburton. Halliburton's got his 4th assist in this one. Brunson against Halliburton. And he makes good on the layup. Brunson's got 5 points now this quarter.
And, man, can Brunson get going in a hurry? He's got his fingerprints all over this one.
Halliburton outside. Beyond the arc. And Indiana, another three.
At the arc, Halliburton, confident, no fear, no hesitation. He sees a good shot, he's letting it fly.
Here's Brunson. Good. Brunson, no fear down low. Here's Halliburton. And Rick Carlisle decides to call timeout. And he wants to see some changes out there right away and right now. Some changes for Indiana. Turner's checked in for Toppin. Pascal Siakam comes in for Aaron Nesmith. And it's Benedict Mathurin in for Walker. Nembhard finds Halliburton. Back to Nembhard. Turner with a screen on Bridges. Nembhard the pass to Turner. It's rebounded by New York. Towns has got 9 rebounds in the game, getting it done. And the shot is good. And it's an 8-point Knicks lead.
Yeah, 3 consecutive field goals have come right at the rim. The D had better start buckling down.
New York's gotten a positive outcome on 7 of their 14 three-pointers in this game. Not bad at all. Indiana, they're working against the clock right now. Siakam passes to Halliburton. Uses the glass to finish the layup. 17 points for Tyrese Halliburton.
A terrific effort from Halliburton so far offensively. He's not holding anything back on that end of the floor.
Back to Brunson. Just 5 on the clock. Shoots from the elbow. The rebound by Turner. Turner's got his 4th rebound in this one. Here's Halliburton. Bridges with the steal. And even 3-on-3 break. Pass to Towns. And stolen by Siakam. Oh, he blocked it and deflects off the backboard. Hart kicks to Bridges. Here's Brunson. Outworking the defense. Again, Brunson.
And defense is all over Brunson inside, but still manages to outmaneuver them for the deuce.
Out to Turner. Takes the 3. Got it. Oh, and that cuts the lead to just 5.
Turner stepping up big, showing you some composure and leadership there.
And an intentional foul right there. The 3 ball hits it from 3-point range. And the Knicks lead by 8.
Relentless in their approach, even with the game firmly in hand.
And, you know, until that final buzzer sounds, I mean, you've got to treat every possession like it's crucial.
Now, here's Bridges. Following the miss by Tyrese Halliburton. Achua, no good. And so Siakam will bring it up for Indiana. Halliburton for 3. That shot off. And so it's the Knicks with the win. They came in here and took care of business like they were the home team.
And Kevin, how about the mental toughness that this group showed? They were never rattled at all by the opposing fans.
And that'll do it, folks. For Greg Anthony, Clark Kellogg, and David Aldridge, this is Kevin Harlan. Thanks for watching this presentation of the NBA on 2K Sports. But as we go, let's take a look at our player of the game, Jalen Brunson.